4, and 5. Aloha and welcome back, buddies. I'm Sammy Grayson, and it is time for more Final Fantasy XIV. Level 16, Call of the Desert. So, you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, check out Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand, who is the Sultan's version of myself. I've met her before. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Kakose, and good luck. Oh boy, off I go. And to the guild. Yep. And yup. Hi, Momodi. Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm Tad busy right now, so if you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Oh, it's you, Kakose. There I was, spouting the same tired line. Mion sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we? Okay, just checking something. Into a copper hell. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. God's almighty, another second under that sun I would have been set afire. Haggard of ale, if you would be so kind. Hi, Papa Shan. Excellent time, Papa Shan. Just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. Oh, well, if it isn't my good friend Kakose. Does my spirit well to know that you are the one who'll be helping us. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Kakose of her mission. Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Hecaton Kyries, fearsome creatures who were still within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn Dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and the presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the Hecaton Kyries to work their mines. By the way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is off the way of such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and slaves rose up against their masters. In desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecaton Kyries, our ancestors introduced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well, now that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said that the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Because now our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gosh, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. It's a long time to nurse a grudge. It must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great. And so I beg you, put an end to the sorry business. Will do. God bless you. You might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell Mines are in Western Thanalan. Do take care, you hear? And one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amagina & Sons is presently at the Quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell Mines well. May behoove you to seek his counsel. I would rather just go straight there, but the game's gonna make me. Hello. Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? Got guts, miss. I just hope you got the skill to deal with them, because things ain't pretty down there. The Hecaton Kyries have left the place in a right state, an area a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second Old Dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. All miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Once we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. Stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. Hoping the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Off to Horizon. See if I can get anyone recruited. Off we go. Alright, you start stone torch. Yeah. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We're here to ensure that its effects are contained. For your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. Ignore that. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the Hecaton Kairos? Didn't think the Papa Shun would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. Giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make it ready as best you can and enter at will. Alright, and queuing in. And in those our tank. Into the mines. Oh, my portrait reset, didn't it? Fuck. a whoop. Alright, I need to remember to keep a closer eye on my MP. Let's see how far we go. All right. These guys are just spread out all over. All right. Suddenly giant. God, I can't wait to unlock Sage on this character. Like, the current plan, like, for the group thing is to go Sage for Endwalker. Maybe I'll do something with it here. I don't know, maybe. I'm not sure which one I do. Maybe Heaven's Word. I don't know. I'm actually still not sure what my plans are for the other expansions. I don't want to just do Dragoon again for Heaven's Word. Maybe go either Monk or Samurai for Stormblood, because technically speaking, I've done Samurai twice. Once on my own, and once for the group LP. And I dropped my buff. Dark Knight. I don't want to do Dark Knight again for Shadowbringers either. Then again, I am a Lalafell, so maybe I can make that work. God, I'm getting way ahead of myself here. One thing I would love to do if the game would let me is do Blue Mage for something. But it's limited, so I can't. Maybe I'll do Sage for... I'm gonna need some time to think about it. Then again, what is this if not time to think about it? That's all I'm doing is... tossing out spells. And boop. And away we go. Yeah, this is one of those fights that's way different from what you guys saw in the group LP. Because before, when you got to this area, it would just be basically one big mob rush, followed by you having to take on this big lug. But we don't get that now. We just take them on straight and dodge the AoEs. It's a simple fight, all things considered. Him. Huh. Maybe take the time to level Machinist for Heaven's Word? Certainly be different. I don't know, Machinist doesn't feel... I know it was introduced in Heaven's Word, but Machinist doesn't feel very Heaven's Wordy. Like, Machinist feels more Stormblood or Endwalkery. I'm gonna grab these for seals. Bing, 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 bing. Okay, full MP, we're good. Oh. What about Dancer? I like Dancer. I'd like to do Dancer for an expansion. Like, story-wise. Dancer's a nice job. Like the tank got a little confused. Let's see. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of stuff I haven't done before. Because, like, I did Dragoon... For Heaven's Word, I did Dragoon for the group LP. And I did... largely White Mage first time through. Of course, that was way back when. God, I don't know. Astro Sage, Gunbreaker. You can be able to level Gunbreaker in time. On the other hand, Lalafell with a gun. Sounds awesome. Oh my god. So many choices. Yeah, I'm actually leaning heavy into potentially Machinist for Heaven's Word. Although that's going to take a bit of leveling. And also getting into the job. Or getting into the expansion so I can get the job. And getting away from the blob. I remember the days when the DPS in here could just, like, hang back over on that little wooden thing over there and wait for them to... wait for the tank and the healer to split up the big blob into 8 bits, which was more manageable. Now everyone just dodge the blobs and hit the big blob. Alright, I already got one. Alright, cool. And 5-2, swap. And swap. Oh, we're down to 1. Now we're down to none. Cool. That's why I try to let the tank take the lead. Hey there, big guy. How about some Firebolt? And yoop. Never mind, small fire. Never mind, no fire. Used to be an ad right there. And yoot! Slaves no more. Free! Free! I want that hammer. I want that hammer for warrior. Either that or they just give us a hammer-based class. I'll take either, honestly. Masters must pay. Masters must die. Nope. And nope. And nope. Ow. 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 And now out. Now in. Tank Buster! I should be chucking out a thunder. Hey! Beep, beep, beep. And down he goes. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. Ow. God, so impatient. Alright, back to Ulda. Back to the guild. In my Modi, I'm back. And I think I saw that. Oh, right. Forgot there was a solo duty after this. Into a copper hill. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. I see our mining operations can resume. Nolda will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. Share the good tidings with Papashan next time I see him. For you, you'll want to report to Mamodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. Uh-oh. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this. Paid for it with my own coin. What rot. Refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Get back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe. Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. Sleaze. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness. Hi. But please, adventurer, help me, I beg of you. I swear on me mother's grave I didn't steal nothing. Bought this with the coin I had saved. I only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. Not exactly the most intimidating figure. And who the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master? I've had enough of this mama's farce. You lot, teach them a lesson. Oh, someone's gonna learn a lesson here. Wow, he's going down like a bitch. Let's toss a thunder at him. Is that supposed to hurt? Not bad for an adventurer. Not bad for a weak bitch. Just stopped at the 7th ale. This'll learn you. Stop bloody gulping at me and give me a hand, will you? Bugger, bugger, bugger. Yeah, I'll get to you two in a second. Don't worry. And get my shit back. Feeling a little chilly? Here we are. About some fire, Scarecrow. And one for Jenny and the Wimp. He got beat up by Lullafell. What an asshole. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over. Oh god, not now. She's like, are you okay? I swear there were more refugees than when last I looked. You wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? Simple, really. While a number of the hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes. And problems like those aren't easily solved. But they tried to make the best of it. It was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Same thing happening in other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them. It truly does. I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. The only thing is you take a turn for the worse. We always have the immortal flames. Dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff? It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins! Get your dodo tenderloins! Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you think that Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. Peer through the veil of prosperity, and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. I love that we're just having this random flashback of two guys talking. Madam, Are you alright? Just passed out standing up. Like, huh? What? Oh, that's a bad time to trip out. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? Well, saw her by the meat, you say? That's absurd. Aye, I said aye. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? I'm Spartacus. We'll overlook this, but just this once. Ain't you the Hanna-Barbera running sounds? God bless ye, adventurer. Hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. Don't bear thinking about. She has kids to take care of. All's well that ends well. Aye, Thancred. Meet again. Pray do not mistake my intent, for it is always honorable. But I have been watching you ever since you departed Ul'dah. Like the part of envoy to perfection, confident as a woman on a diplomatic mission should be, yet unfailingly courteous to your betters. When your travels led you into the midst of danger, you faced it without so much as a flinch. You, my lady, are quite a marvel, and I confess to being quite taken with you. But my lavish praise continues. Most of all, I was struck by your readiness to aid those in need, even when words were all the reward you could expect to receive. Such selflessness is a rare thing in this day and age. All of which leads me to conclude that you are indeed the one whom I've been looking for, an adventurer possessed of a very rare set of qualities. To be sure, your rescue of that damsel in distress is more of a happy accident, but rescue her you did, and that is what matters in the end. I feel I should mention at this point that I also harbor a burning interest in a certain talent of yours. I speak of your visions. You have been experiencing visions, have you not? Well, it just so happens that I know a woman who shares your talent and can help you to understand it. She and I belong to the same organization, and we should both be delighted beyond words if you would agree to join our cause. Naturally, there are benefits to being part of such a collective. For one, we should be glad to assist you in realizing your potential as an adventurer. You need not give me your answer now. Think upon it, and if you feel moved to help us, as I pray you shall, speak of Mamodi, the ever-lovely and youthful mistress of the quicksand. Tell her the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have found their woman. She will tell you where to find us. Oh boy! Invitation to join a super-secret organization. Bing, 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 bing. I'm Mamodi. You would not believe what's happened to me. Seems like that'll become ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with women folk from time to time. Ah, Kakose. Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh-off-the-carriage adventurer. God, it's good to see you safe and well. Look at you, no one would ever guess you'd been hard at it with giants in the dark. I never doubted for a moment that you'd succeed, of course. Neither did Papa Sean. Strange to say, he won't be overjoyed. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. I didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Hi, Etta. So, thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. It's like, oh, I have a stalker. My name is Etta. I'm an adventurer like you. I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when... I'm sorry. You were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Avir, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. I may not remember him, but to say he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see. An adventurer's adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded, had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day I've thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. When I think of the woman you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I'm inspired, just as Avir once was. So I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask your name. Kokoze Koze. Kokoze Koze. I shan't forget. Thank you, Kokoze Koze. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Venturing can be cruel, bleeding business. Time was, I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the ass looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for York's, Kokoze. Eh? What did you say? Want to know about the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest, then. Listen, Kokoze, Scions ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. Bum-ba-ba-ba. And with that, I'm going to end things off here. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you liked this video, leave a like and a comment. If you want to see more, hit subscribe with the bell, and I'll see you guys next time.